pinch the fat.
Well, that's if you don't have like a lot.
Baby.
Okay, we'll pinch it 5 seconds.
Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today, our co-host, Amberlynn, has had quite a few things that have happened since we talked about her in a video. So let's go over what's kind of been going on. So the last time that we talked about Amberlynn was when we talked about the infamous crumble cookie video. So we're not going to go back into that stuff. But what we are going to talk about is we are going to be talking about these 3 videos. We're not going to be going over the entire thing because I just don't think that they're honestly interesting enough to go over. But these last 2 videos right here, which is This is Detrimental, I Can't Believe This Happened, and Tommy Came to Visit Me, as well as Betrayed by Alexis Again, This Has to Be Illegal, and Taking My First Semaglutide Shot. So these are the videos that we're just going to kind of skip over. But basically the thing that I feel is worth even mentioning and bringing up is that in this video, the This is Detrimental video, what Amberlynn is talking about, and the only interesting part of the video, in my opinion, is she talks about the whole crumble cookie video situation again, and basically says that her and Tommy were able to get the account that put up the crumble cookie video on a greeterism website. They were able to get it basically taken down, and it seems that like the account was a troll account and they never actually messaged anyone, whatever, right? So that's the thing that's interesting there. In this video right here, the Betrayed by Alexis, I think the thing that's interesting in that video is that Amberlynn is no longer friends with Alexis again because apparently Alexis was going into live streams and saying stuff that made Amberlynn kind of feel upset because they were kind of agreeing with the thing that the person that was hosting the live stream was saying, and so Amberlynn felt betrayed.
I'm shaken. As they sometimes say, I'm shook.
I think Amberlynn, definitely move away from being friends with Alexis. It seems that this person doesn't have your best interests at heart if they are your friend. I'm sure people are going to be upset with me for saying that, but I feel like it's just so funny because if we go back, we literally see in this like Q&A thing that she starts doing that she talks about resenting Alexis, and in that video she's talking about how her and Alexis are best friends and everything's fine, and she doesn't understand why people would think that they're not. So clearly that's not happening. But that's kind of the little bits and bobs out of the way. But the video that I did want to focus on is this one right here. So weigh in. I've gained a lot of weight, and update on semaglutide. Another thing I didn't mention is she takes her first shot of semaglutide in this video where Tommy gives her the shot and says something very funny. I think I put it at the beginning of this video. But we're not going to be going over that. So let's go over this video. It's not super long, which I appreciate.
Hey guys, so this video has been a long time coming. It is a weight loss / semaglutide update. So today is actually January 10th, and I took my first semaglutide shot on January 6th. So today is a Friday, and I did take it on a Monday. Let's just get right into the weigh-in, kind of explain to you guys how I'm doing. I also weighed in today. So how much have I lost since taking it, etc., etc. So do keep in mind that the last time I was sharing my weight with you guys was sometime in the summer.
So I think the reason that she kind of qualifies this is because there's been quite a significant amount of weight gain in a short amount of time, and so she is trying to, I think, kind of cushion the blow. A lot of the stuff, I was laughing when I first watched this video because I talked about this in a recent video, but I also talked about it on the podcast that I do with Frazier or iNabber, where the whole Nikocado situation, where he has basically come out and said that he copied Amberlynn. It feels like she is doing a version of that video with, it's like she put all of the things that Nick says that he took from her in this video. And this is one of them right here, qualifying the weight gain before she talks about it. It happens here in this video.
So it's been like half a year. It has been a very long time. And I was in the 470s. That was after taking semaglutide and losing like 30 pounds in like a month. So very quickly did I lose that weight. And then I stopped taking semaglutide because it wasn't working. And
So the reason that it wasn't working, which she brings up, is that she was getting it from a med spa. Very shady. Very, very shady. I think that if you want to take semaglutide, I think, and I've always said this, I've said this from the beginning, I think Amberlynn should be taking it. I think that this is a good thing for her, and I really do hope that this time that she's doing it a little bit more legit, I hope that this works out genuinely, and I mean that wholeheartedly, right? Semaglutide or a tirzepatide, if she decides to do that. I know she was talking about maybe doing that, but now she decided against it, whatever, right? A lot of times people kind of say that tirzepatide is like the super version of semaglutide. That's a very basic version of the events. But I think that she should be doing this, but she was taking it from the med spas, and the way that they were letting her have this semaglutide and the way that it was being stored was not conducive to it actually working long term. Okay. And so that's what she's going to explain here. And so again, it's like the taking shortcuts. Amberlynn, she always talks about how, you know, she's making enough money. So I really think that she should, even if she has to pay out of pocket more or less, she should do that to get the most legit source of this medication, drug, whatever you want to call it, right? Instead of relying on these kind of shady practices, because as we see, it just didn't work out for her.
Keep trying to like emphasize this, and I think people are just getting extremely confused. So I'm going to try to like explain it again.
So it's that way that she says that, right? People are getting extremely confused. It's very mean girl energy, right?
When you open a vial of insulin or semaglutide, Ozempic, Zepbound, whatever it may be, when you first open that, that means from that point on for 28 days, it's effective, it's gonna work.
Is that the half-life? Is that what that's called? I could be wrong. Maybe that's for something else.
And then it expires after 28 days. It literally says it on the vial. When I went to the med spa to get semaglutide, they didn't give me a vial. What they did was they gave me syringes, like right in front of me. They took the vial and they filled 13 syringes. So based on how I was supposed to take those syringes, that would be about 50 days or 60 days worth of semaglutide. So after 28 days, the potency goes down.
It don't work no more. It don't work no more. It don't work as goodly as it should.
And it expires. And it's definitely true because I lived the experience. Like the 5th week and 6th week, I still took my semaglutide. I even increased my dose and it was not working at all. I did get a little sick. I wasn't feeling well and I did get a little diarrhea, but like my appetite was back full force. But like I was injecting something inside of my body. So of course I was gonna have side effects from that.
It's interesting because I'm curious if Amberlynn knew for a fact that like this was the problem. I don't think that she did know this, but like we talk a lot about placebo, and I do think the placebo effect is actually a very powerful thing and it can help, but it seems that it definitely was not powerful enough. And this is why I say like this stuff genuinely does work, but this is one of the problems with semaglutide, especially if you are planning on taking it and then getting off of it. You have to understand that you have to really, really, really nail down your habits and the things that you are doing to get that weight off. I don't think that it's a miracle drug that solves all your problems, but it definitely helps, right? It definitely helps. And when you get off of it, even with Amberlynn still kind of being on it, right? Just the dosage not being correct, she was still not seeing results, right? And that's one of the biggest problems, is that it's something that you have to take chronically, or at least the majority of people have to take chronically. There's some people that have been able to get off of it and keep their weight off, but the vast, vast majority of people have to kind of stay on it. And that's another huge decision you have to make if you are going to take these medications, right?
But like why I was taking it, that completely wasn't there anymore. So with the company that I'm currently using, they will be sending me a new vial every 3 weeks. It's never gonna expire. I'm gonna have my semaglutide new and fresh every 4 weeks so that I can keep taking it and increase my dose when I and they also see fit. So anyway.
That's good. Honestly, I'm happy for her.
I did lose the 30 pounds rather quickly, and once I stopped the semaglutide, I gained them back rather quickly. So on January 6th, when I weighed myself, Tommy was here. I was feeling flustered. You know, a lot of things were happening because she was actually supposed to leave that day, etc., etc. And so I didn't even film my weigh-in.
That's so crazy to me, man. It's like one of the only things that you need to do if you're like planning on sharing this journey. I guess you don't have to do it, but like it's clearly such an important part, and like to not do the one of the most important, I don't know, it's just crazy, man.
I wasn't even thinking. I just stepped on the scale and I remember putting it in my journal. I was 517.6. So that means in half a year I've gained 40 pounds about. That's a lot, but I have gained more than.
So 40 pounds in about half a year. That has nothing on Anna, who gained, what was she said, 40 pounds in 2 days. So, you know, hey, if we're comparing Anna's to Amberlynn's doing well. You know what I'm saying? She's doing well.
That in a smaller amount of time in the past. So you know what? I'm going to take what I can get.
Now, I can understand how hearing that, and you can think to yourself, like, are you really saying that you are happy with the fact that you've only gained 40 pounds in 6 months? And I think the top comment here is, oh no, it's the second. Where is it? Yeah, this one right here. So it says, trying to turn gaining 40 pounds in 6 months into a win is wild work. I understand that, and I don't even necessarily disagree with that. But at the same time, I can understand where Amberlynn is coming from with that. So, like, that's the problem when you are someone that is really struggling with your weight, and you're also very good at, this sounds harsh, but making excuses. It sounds like a win to you, you know?
For someone my size, gaining 40 pounds is super freaking easy to do, especially with lymphedema. Like, I can gain 10 pounds in 2 days. Easy.
And traveling, you know, basically across the country and not really taking care of your health, kind of eating whatever you want, not really taking this seriously. All of those things are obviously going to compound in you gaining weight, right?
Regardless, I lost 30 pounds super quickly on semaglutide, completely stopped at cold turkey, gained that weight really quickly back. It happened. It is what it is. Now we're moving on and moving forward. So with this semaglutide, which I shared in, I think, my last video, but it was towards the end, so I don't know if everyone saw it. This semaglutide is mixed with B12. Last time I took semaglutide, it was mixed with like sodium something or other. So I'm probably low in B12, so I'm kind of happy that it's mixed with that. And plus that feels a little more like healthier for my body.
We got a cocktail going on, y'all.
So I will say that last time I took semaglutide versus this time, I am experiencing different side effects and different feelings on it. But I also want to add, just like last time, I also quit smoking Delta 8 because Delta 8 gives me the munchies. I don't think as clearly when it comes to eating, etc., etc. So last time I also quit smoking. This time I am as well. So the side
It's a good call. I think that's a good idea.
effects I am having could be a contribution to the semaglutide and the fact that I did quit smoking, something that causes me to have the munchies. But either way, something is happening. So the side.
All right, so I'm gonna sound very uninformed, but I don't know what Delta 8 is. Is that THC? Is that something different than THC? Because what she explained sounds like THC to me. I'm using that term instead of the actual term just to avoid getting demonetized. I don't really know what that is. Can someone enlighten me? And I know I could look it up, but I like to ask you guys questions, so please tell me.
Effects that I am getting this time is there have been a few days I have woken up and I have felt extremely nauseous. Like, literally, I need to go stand over a toilet, but I don't puke.
Nausea sucks, man. It sucks that that's such a common side effect with these medications.
So that's good. It's just like this very bad nauseous feeling. Normally I have like such an urge to order takeout. Like, I just really want to order takeout. I don't want to cook. I don't care to cook, but
We know. Yep, we know that.
on semaglutide, like, I noticed that like my like desire for takeout, it goes away. So I have been cooking more at home. I've been eating all my meals at home, which I am very proud of that.
You should be. That's good. That's a win. You know what? We should celebrate the wins when they happen, and this is a win. If you're actually doing that, that's a win, and I'm very proud of you because that's huge. Like I said before, where she was like, I'm going to try and limit my takeout to once a day. I was like, brother, come on. So I'm happy for you. I think that's a huge win. So congratulations on that.
I'm not really aiming to like eat healthier. Like, oh my God, let's get so many fruits and vegetables in and this and that. Like, girl, I'm gonna be taking this slow. Like, I know myself and I want to eat foods that I enjoy. It's quite that simple. But
I mean, fruits and vegetables can be enjoyable if you cook them correctly,
I still have been eating things like chocolate, which I do want to like slow that down and not do it so often. Yes, but I'm not gonna just like overnight become just a health queen. It's not gonna happen. But
Yeah, we know that. There's the top comment is it's horrible, but I'm not going to become a health queen overnight. Girl, it's not overnight. It's been over a decade.
I have been enjoying eating foods at home and cooking things at home, and it's been so cold. Like, we had a snowstorm here, so I've been enjoying like making soups and just like warmer, cozy foods. I want to show you a little clip that I was going to add to a vlog, but here's like a soup that I made. All right, you guys,
So we are going to skip the soup. I'm sorry if everyone is very curious about this, but I'm sorry, it's just not interesting enough for me to talk about. So
it's one person because I'm using like a big pot and the whole nine. So I am making too much soup, so now I just need to learn how to make a little less. I do love leftover soup. I'm not really like a leftover girly, but I will have leftover soup if it's just from like the day before. But
I like leftover soup personally.
I have discovered that leftover soup made with pasta is not my favorite thing. I do not like the texture at all. But the soup that I did make with the pasta like that day was so freaking delicious. Yum. So then the next day I actually made the same soup, but just with potatoes. Now that's winter chicken dinner, just saying. So anyways, okay, so I did weigh myself today, so here's that, because I did remember to actually record it. Okay, January 10th, weigh in, let's do it.
Hello.
These clips have always made me laugh because it's just a random, like, disembodied voice that's just like, hello, 509 pounds. Okay.
It's ready.
It's ready.
508.6 pounds.
508.6.
So 508.6 means I am down 9 pounds since Monday, and today's only Friday, which I expected to happen because no longer smoking Delta 8 and now taking Semaglutide and just not ordering so much takeout. And I'm also a little less active because...
So again, flashbacks of the Nikocado video of him acting this way. It's just like, that's like where my brain goes immediately.
Well, Tommy was here. Like I'm telling you, we're on the go every single day. And when I'm on the go, I swell. That's how it is with someone with lipedema and lymphedema. So that 9-pound weight loss is definitely a lot of water weight, probably like 96% water weight. And I'm fully aware of that, but I already feel better, and that's like all that matters to me. So even though I did my shot on Monday, I don't want Mondays to be my shot. So I am able to take my shot this coming Sunday, just one day sooner than I took it before, because I want Sundays to be my like shot day. I'm not sure how many like weigh-ins or weight loss updates I'm gonna be giving you guys. I do think maybe doing one for sure like every 10 days would be fun, and just like randomly like in a vlog being like, hey guys, this is how I'm doing. I don't want to just like oversaturate my YouTube channel with a bunch of weigh-ins, because
this is always so interesting to me because Amberlynn, she is so opposed. She says that she's so opposed to talking about losing weight on her YouTube channel, but anytime she decides that she wants to lose weight, she talks about it on her YouTube channel, and she talks about it so much, and all of her thumbnails and titles become about this. Like, the title of this video is Weigh In, I've Gained a Lot of Weight and Update on Semaglutide. The entire title is about weight loss. But again, she also doesn't want to make her channel about weight loss. It's like she wants to have her cake and eat it too. Like, just the reason that the majority of people are here is because they want to see you lose weight, right? They want to see it happen. You know, there's some haters or whatever, but like the majority of people that at least came in the first place wanted to see you lose weight. This is what people are interested in. This is the content that they want to see for the most part, right? And I don't understand why she is so opposed to leaning into that. It is very interesting to me.
it's just not the way I roll, even if I am losing a ton of weight. I truly want my channel to be a channel about me and my whole life, and a part of my life is me losing weight. I don't want weight loss to be like the main focus on my channel, because that's when things get messy, and I don't want to prove myself to anyone. I just want to be doing this for me and my health, and just so I can just feel better, because I have not been feeling the greatest. So that's all I really have to say regarding my weight today, but I hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
And there we go. That's the entire video. So Amberlynn basically is taking semaglutide because she wants to lose weight, but she also doesn't want to talk about the fact that she is losing weight, but she also wants to title all of her thumbnails, or title all of her videos and thumbnails about the fact that she is losing weight or not losing weight or gaining weight, because that's just kind of what Amberlynn does. But that's the update on my co-host Amberlynn. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did make it to the end of the video, drop a thumbs up. It really does help the video out a lot, as well as subscribing if you haven't subscribed already. And also, I want to let you know I do nutrition coaching, one-on-one nutrition coaching. So if that is something that you are interested in, if you are trying to lose weight, you can go ahead and click the link down in the description and you can apply. I only do a very few amount of people at a time because it is very much so one-on-one. We can talk back and forth. We have Zoom meetings every single week, as well as we are able to talk through texting, and so you can get a hold of me at any time. And so if that's something that you're interested in, there will be a link down in the description, so you can go ahead and apply for that. But without further ado, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
After this, I'm filled with shock, consternation, and pure horror